All right, you guys. Like, share, subscribe as y'all tap on in. Let's go join the stream. Hopefully, all of you guys are doing great and having a great night. Appreciate all of you guys again. And as y'all come in, we're going to talk about this situation. Again, hopefully, everybody's doing well. I appreciate all of you guys once again for joining what we got going on. And I have some news I want to bring to you guys. It's something I want to talk about because something happened today. And like I said before, I feel 1,000% disgusted by what has been going on, which have been slanderous things. But we're going to get into that tonight. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Let me know if I can hear me. Let me get a mic check real quick. This is a live stream. And so we're going to get right into this video, right? Hey, shut that noise up. We're going to get right into this video, right? So let me know. Let me get a mic check real quick if you guys can hear me, all right? For everybody that's in here, again, salute to y'all. And I want to talk about this. So today, there was a very slanderous video that was made, and allegations that was thrown against former Sean Diddy Combs bodyguard, Gene Deal. I am sure that Big Gene has a easy lawsuit against this person. And, you know, if I was advising Big Gene, you know, I would advise him at this point, being the figure that he is, you know, well, we'll talk about that through different channels, right? But let's get to this, right? Right. So basically, getting to what happened today, a woman by the name of Lowdown, right? This is what they call themselves. This is not me making a joke. This is not me creating nonsense. But this woman has been on the record for slandering numerous people that she has no idea and knows nothing about. But she has come forward today with numerous allegations against Diddy ex-bodyguard, Gene Deal. Now, in a video that she released today, she accused Gene Deal of being a fraud who willingly stood back, turned his head, and watched Diddy commit all kind of dirt, and I quote, that's what she said, for years without saying anything, simply because she claims that Gene Deal was collecting a paycheck, right? And I believe Big Gene, first of all, has a major lawsuit against this woman. I would sue her for every weave she has in that house if I was Big Gene for these type of allegations. Also, she accused Big Gene, and that accusation came at 24 seconds into the video. At also the 4-minute and 3-second mark, she accused Big Gene of having blood on his hands. She claims that because Big Gene stayed quiet and protected Diddy instead of protecting his victims, he is just as guilty and has blood on his hands. That's a quote that she said. She said that Big Gene has blood on his hands, right? Full 3-minute mark. You can guys can go look this stuff up. Also, she's accused Big Gene of being opportunistic and tattletelling, right? So at the same time she claims that Big Gene was covering stuff up, she claims that Big Gene is an opportunistic person and a tattleteller. She asserts that he is only sharing information and quote unquote tattletelling all over the internet now because she claims that Diddy stopped paying Gene, right? Out of a genuine desire to do the right thing, right? Not out of a genuine desire, not out of a genuine desire to do the right thing. So she claims that Gene didn't have a genuine desire to come out here and do the right thing, right? She claims that the only reason why Gene went in on Diddy is because Diddy allegedly stopped paying Gene Deal. That's her allegations against Big Gene. She also alleged that Big Gene is a part of a fraternity and has Masonic ties, right? And is working as a minion, she said, alongside others to coordinate attacks against her and steer public narratives in the wrong way in the direction for money. Now, this woman, Lowdown, she attacked me on her channel multiple occasions for no reason without knowing me. And I have absolute evidence. I have video recordings and screenshots of those videos. So if she denies it, I can just show it in a court of law. She has attacked my channel for years now, a couple of years, for no reason. Right? I didn't even know this woman, had no attachment to this woman, didn't know anything about this woman. One of my subscribers sent me one of her videos and said, hey man, this woman's attacking you. Why is this lady attacking you? And I noticed, I said, damn, why is she attacking me? So after the third or fourth time that she was attacking me in her videos, because she would watch my video and then she would attack me without even knowing me, not knowing anything about me, I asked her to stop and she wouldn't stop. And then the latest thing she did, which made me so upset, was that she attacked the mother of Nolan Wells and basically said that the mother of Nolan Wells was basically laughing all the way to the bank with donation money, right? From the GoFundMe that the family friend had created for that family, right? So this woman now is turning around and saying that they're trying to come for me, y'all. They're coming for me, when she is the one who has created her entire network on attacking other people she doesn't know, making false claims and saying, I think I heard they said, I think they said, I think I heard, and word on the street is. This is her whole entire network, right? So I'm not going to say the things that we have going on, so I'm going to just leave that quiet, right? But we have already investigated and have gotten multiple of her slanderous videos to where she has slandered and put out certain things. And she thinks because what she does is, right, she comes to the beginning of her video and says, oh, well, everything in this video is alleged. That don't mean shit when you go slander a person after saying that. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything when you start your video off saying, oh, well, everything I say is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. That don't mean shit. Because you still cannot go and then slander a person. She may need to see a lawyer about that. I believe she does. And I truly believe she needs to see a lawyer about this situation with Gene Deal. Because, ladies and gentlemen, Gene Deal has never been charged or convicted with any crime alongside or in connection of Sean Diddy Combs. And so for her to make those claims about Gene Deal is completely slanderous, lies, innuendos, and fabricated information, right? First of all, let's tell the truth. Big Gene was the first and the only public figure that was willing to come out at the level that he did and speak out against Sean Diddy Combs. And Gene just didn't do it for YouTube or for the internet. Gene was doing it way before YouTube got cracking, right? Gene was doing it. Gene stood on business for a man he called a friend of his, Notorious B.I.G. Gene Deal had came, and let me say this again, Gene Deal had stepped up and had spoken out since 2099, right? About his issue with Sean Diddy Combs and why he walked away. She slandered Big Gene and said, oh, well, he left because Diddy stopped paying him and blah, blah, blah. She has no evidence of this because the reports are that Gene Deal left and parted ways with Diddy after a decade of working with him, primarily due to growing discomfort. And this is widely reported, to Gene Deal's growing discomfort with Diddy's increasingly reckless behavior and his disregard for the safety of those around him. And I have the articles to prove that as well, right? And Gene had specifically pointed to specific turning points that led to him exiting working with Diddy. The first point was the 99 Club shooting in New York. Gene Deal was present during that infamous December 1999 nightclub shooting involving Diddy and his then girlfriend J-Lo. Gene Deal felt like the entire situation was an avoidable incident caused by Diddy's volatile, ego and temper, right? Once again, so Big Gene had already stated these things in the public, also prioritizing image over protection as Gene Deal grew deeply frustrated by Diddy's me first mentality. Gene Deal recounts personally warning Diddy about the perceived threats just moments before the Notorious B.I.G. life was taken, but claims that Diddy ignored the warning and put his own safety first, leaving Biggie unprotected in the trailing vehicle. This is all the claims that Gene Deal made to the reason why he left. Also, right, Gene Deal stated in interviews, right, that Diddy was not a monster when they first started working together, but that the music industry changed Diddy. And Gene felt he could no longer align himself with how Diddy treated his artists, associates, and security team to feed his own ego. Now, Gene Deal came out and stated all these things in the public on record, right? And also, the accumulated stress of the legal fallout from the 99 shooting and the toxic working environment ultimately is what Gene Deal walked away from and prompted him to walk away from his contract. Think about this now. But she slandered Gene and said, oh, he left because Diddy didn't want to pay him no more, right? Let's say this again now. And this is the reason why I believe she's going to get a fat lawsuit on her table. A fat lawsuit for libel, lies, and slander. And then running around saying, oh, they're attacking me. They're coming at me. All that. Nah, ain't nobody want to hear that. Because we have evidence of this woman attacking for months, many months. We have evidence compiled, screenshots, video recordings, and evidence of her attacking. And I also have evidence of me warning her and asking her, please stop attacking me. I don't know you. I haven't said anything to you. Please leave me alone. We have evidence of that. So if she lies and say we don't, I'm going to get her ass in court. Don't worry about it. Right? Because she's a liar. And it's time to actually start checking these people on the internet that come on the internet and that will lie. Right? Which I'm already referring, well, I'm not even going to talk about that. Because that situation with the Nolan family, the Nolan Wells family, what she did to that family, and how she talked about that family like a dog and put allegations on that mother, I'm telling you this right now. Right? I'm telling you this right now, right? We ain't even gonna do that. Because see, I'm gonna tell you something. Before everybody was willing, Big Gene was the only main one that was willing to speak out. He was the only main one. And when he did, everybody tried to put, oh, you used it, you was involved, nigga. Gene Deal had never been arrested, never been charged. If Gene Deal was involved, why Gene Deal ain't in no RICO? Why Gene Deal ain't in nobody casework? Why haven't the police ran down on Big Gene Deal if he was involved? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. See, when you lie and you slander a person, you can't hide behind, oh, well, all this information is alleged, and God bless y'all, and I hope y'all having a good, no, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Not going to work. Then that, oh, well, Gene came to YouTube looking for, but that's not going to work either. Big Gene was already talking about this shit before YouTube really started popping off like that. Before all these YouTube podcasts popped off, do you know when I first saw Gene Deal? It's on the Nick Bloomfield documentary where he was pointing out that lineup. Remember, y'all, everybody who watched that, y'all remember that? When that came out? It was on DVD. Remember that shit came out? You seen Big Gene Deal face? When he was pointing and said, yo, that was the guy. Bow tie, suit, peanut head. Remember when Gene Deal was out? That's when I first seen Gene Deal. And that's when Gene came out. And from that moment, we seen Gene exposing a lot of these things. If Gene didn't come out and speak out like that, bro, none of these people would have probably spoke out. So for her to put that on Gene Deal, that is 1,000% libel and slander. 1,000% libel and slander. Right? And Gene's purpose of coming out, and what did he say? He said it in the DVD. Gene said, yo, if it wasn't for Big's mom, I wouldn't even be talking to you. Think about what I just said now. Gene Deal even told the documentary, if it wasn't for Big's mother, I wouldn't be talking to you. I wouldn't be saying nothing about this. Gene have repeated that for years, that he spoke up and stood up for Big's mother. Because Big's mother wanted answers. She wanted to know the truth about what happened to her son. That's what Gene said. But this woman will come out here and put all these allegations. And once again, don't you think if Gene Deal was, the feds would have packed up Gene Deal in this whole situation? Don't y'all think that? If they had Gene on any crimes, they would have already came and packed Gene Deal up in the RICO somewhere. Because the RICO, it can go back 30, 20, 30 years. Think about this. They would have been packed up Gene Deal. If they had any of this stuff that this woman alleged, right? So for her to come on the internet and lie, and this is the thing I tell y'all, and you have all these people in the comment section that go along with these lies. Oh yeah, low down. Think about this. What woman would call herself low down? Let's start right there. What woman would put on her channel, my name is Miss Lowdown? Who says that? Who said, and then proceeds to go slander people day after day after day with, I think I heard I said, word on the street is. And you have so many people that not no sourcing, not no articles, not no legitimate sourcing of your reporting. It's just word on the street, I heard, and they saying, y'all, the word is, they whispering, and people are going for this. And you can come on the internet and slander people and lie on people, and people will go with this without having any real information. Right? To slander Gene Deal and say, oh, you left Diddy. And basically, the type of allegation she put on Gene Deal, think about this, y'all. Gene Deal was the one who blew this whole shit open. Gene Deal was the one who blew all this open. Bro, nobody was really caring about that shit. Gene Deal put all that shit to the forefront when then nobody want to say nothing. Gene stood on principles, morals, and ethics. Gene didn't have to say shit. All you had to do is be quiet, go and get a check somewhere, and sit down and shut up. He didn't have to do anything. Think about what I'm saying to y'all. Think about what I'm saying. In fact, Gene could have probably went and got money, a big bag, to lie and say the opposite. Peep game now. Peep game now. But this is what the internet, I'm telling y'all, people who weren't even there will put this on you. This is the reason why I was so angry when she said that shit about Nolan Wells' mom, because they don't know them people from a can of paint. I want y'all to think about something. A lady comes to the internet, you know her for 2 weeks, and people talking like they've known her for 20 years. And will talk about people like a dog, put cases on people, talk about people, talk about, oh, did Masonic this and Masonic that and all this other stuff, and don't even know people. Right? See, because I'm going to tell you something. I'm blessed by God. And can't no weave on no horse in America come and take the blessing that's been put on me and mine away. Can't none. Because when you're supposed to be such an honorable, holy person, you don't talk about people you don't know like that, like a dog that lost their 18-year-old son the way that the Wells did. You don't do that. You don't do that. Then you look at, you beat me to it. Then you look at the profile picture that she got up. What is that picture? What is that picture? Right? But you will come to the internet and defame and talk down on people like a dog. And don't even know nothing of what you're talking about. But will slander people. And you have a whole internet full of people. Because I told y'all, the internet is the devil's lair. What they'll do is they love the foolishness and lies. They love the rumors. Right? And they'll come here and give y'all honorable reporting and say, hey, man, look, this is where I'm getting the report from, blah, blah, blah. Nah, man, ain't none of that. Right? Tell me one legitimate report that said that Gene Deal left Diddy because Diddy didn't want to pay him no more. Show me one report where it said Diddy was firing Gene Deal. Show me one. Show me one. Show me one. Show me one report. Will come on the internet and slander people and lie and think it's cool. And I'm going to tell you something. There's so many slanderous videos out here. People think it's cool. They'll get away with it. They don't think that that they will get Tasha Cade out here. They don't believe that shit. They don't believe that shit. But I'm going to talk to Gene. I'm going to talk to Big Gene. I know how to get a line to Big Gene. I'm going to talk to Big Gene. Watch. I'm going to talk to that nigga. I'm going to talk to Big Gene. I know exactly how to get a line. I can get a line to Big Gene right now if I want to. I ain't gonna tell you how I can do it either. I get a line to Big Gene right now. And see, I'm gonna tell you something, right? Think about this. Think about what I'm saying to y'all, bro. And I want y'all to peep this, right? If Big Gene did all of these things this woman accused him of, why he ain't in nobody's indictment? Wouldn't the feds know better than her? If Big Gene was complicit in any of that activity, wouldn't he be in a federal indictment? Think about this. You haven't had one other person that was on the inside that came out and said, yo, Big Gene was complicit. I saw it. Tell me one person that filed a police report that said, hey, man, Big Gene was complicit. One person. But you'll put that slander on his name. I'm going to get a line of that nigga. I already got somebody who got his number. I'm going to get a line to that nigga. Watch. Y'all think I'm joking. I'm going to get a line to Big Gene. She think it's a game. See, you cannot come on the internet and slander people. And if she try to take it down, it's too late. I've already recorded the whole video. Screenshotted it, recorded it, and everything. So she could try to change the name of the video and all of it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Right? And see, I'm going to tell y'all something. I told y'all this. On the internet, a lie will always go further than the truth on the internet. On this internet, a lie will always go further than the truth. And then she'll turn it around like somebody's attacking her. And I have videos from months ago where she is slandering and attacking me in her videos, and I haven't said anything to her. And you'll say, Ticket, what videos? Let's, first of all, she was attacking me in videos over the whole Ashley Janae situation. I have her on tape. I didn't say a word about this woman. I didn't even know who this woman was. This woman was attacking me because I was saying, hey, look, you cannot convict a man before it's evidence to convict him. People were just saying, hey, he did it, he did it. I'm saying, okay, show me the evidence that he did it. Well, somebody said, no, I don't want to hear about what somebody said. I'm saying, show me the evidence that he did, that he unalived that girl. Then when he came out and showed his evidence, then she attacked me as well, talking about some Ticket with a one side. What you mean? Y'all attacked that man for months on one side of the information. He didn't say nothing. He didn't say anything. All y'all was on the internet attacking him, calling him a murderer, and he didn't say anything. As soon as he say something, and I say, oh, now he don't brought receipts and evidence to what he's saying, now she want to make a video talking about me, talking about I'm celebrating him with a one-sided. No. We're going to tell the truth. And that's why I recorded and documented all those things. So when people try to say, hey, man, I got proof of everything I say I have evidence of. Everything I say I have evidence of. This woman attacked me for no reason on her channel. These are all facts. For months, I hadn't said anything to that. I didn't even know who this woman was. And she had been attacking me for a long time. Right? Think about this. You can go look. The videos might still be up unless you took it down. But it don't matter because I already got it recorded. I already got the screenshots. I've been compiling a file. I already got it. Think about what I just said to y'all. Right? Think about what I just said to y'all. She sat up there and today put out a video, right? Now she gonna call Gene Deal. I don't even want to get into that. But she defamed this man because in that video on her channel, she came out and accused him of being complicit with Diddy. Do you know what type of allegations you putting on a man by saying he was complicit with Diddy? You weren't there. But you're going to put allegations on Gene Deal and say he was complicit when there's no federal case against Gene Deal. Gene Deal is not in any paperwork. Is he in any investigation? I'm just saying. I'm asking y'all a question. Is he in any? And then here's the biggest thing y'all need to take notice to. Diddy have sued a lot of different corporations for talking about and doing things. Guess who he ain't sued? He ain't sued Gene Deal. Gene Deal been out here talking about Diddy for 26 years. Diddy ain't sued him one time. Why Diddy ain't sue Gene Deal? Why Diddy ain't take Gene Deal to court? You know why you got to go to court? If you take Gene Deal to court, Gene Deal, he been around. See, Gene Deal no discovery. Think about what I just said to y'all. Gene Deal have written multiple books and did all of these things. Peep game now. Peep what I'm telling y'all now. See, because if you take Gene Deal to court, now it goes to discovery. What is discovery ticket? Evidence. And guess what Gene Deal gets to do? He gets to get his lawyers to depose Diddy. Say it again. He gets to get his lawyers to depose Diddy. And now when they depose Diddy, Diddy will have to answer all kind of questions that could put him in all different types of circumstances. Under oath. Under oath. Peep game now. Peep game now. But she'll slander Gene Deal and say these things about Gene Deal. And she also claimed that because Gene Deal was quiet, right, and protected Diddy instead of protecting his victim, he's just as guilty. And she said he got blood on his hands. Now, this is what she said about a man who doesn't have any case in it. So when you do that, that's what you call libel and slander. Gene Deal needs to have some type of tell me one person that went to the cops that was around that said that about Gene Deal. Just tell me one. I'm waiting on it. Well, just tell me one. Tell me one person. And all y'all in the comments over there, that lady, y'all listen to all them lies she tell. Then you come over to my channel, Ticket Man. What you doing this? Nah, nigga, I'm going to stand on. Nigga, you come for me, nigga. Don't come for me unless I send for you. Period. You won't come playing games. And then, like I said, you came out here and slandered a family that lost an 18-year-old son. And you slandered them and accused them. Accused the mama of laughing all the way to the bank with the money. Make this make sense. Make it make sense. And all these people on YouTube go along with this shit. You will dare slander a woman who lost her 18-year-old son. Straight up. And what type of honor is in that? And you call yourself a God-fearing and I'm praying for people. God don't work like that. He don't work like that. Lowdown did. Lowdown came out. She had been doing this for the longest. And so people think that all of a sudden that she has attacked Gene Deal in the past before. I have the video. Gene didn't say nothing about this woman. What she does is she goes on her YouTube channel and makes guesses and and spreads lies and false rumors about people, and everybody thinks it's factual information until the real facts get sent out. Think about what I just said. And you will lie and slander people that you don't even know. Tell me, has she spent one day with Gene Deal? Right? So I had a dude that came on my channel. His name was Spivey or something like that. He was running his mouth in the other video that I did about Nolan Wells' mother, right? And he's talking about everything except for this woman's son passing away, which is the most important thing. Which is the reason why I made those videos saying, why are y'all slandering this woman? This woman lost an 18-year-old son. And people are acting like she did this on purpose. Listen to the commentary they're putting out on this woman. They are literally slandering that woman and sending hate mail to that woman and all kind of stuff to that woman. That woman didn't ask for any of this. She didn't ask for none of that. But you will slander that woman who lost an 18-year-old son. And people are talking about she money hungry. That woman is a nurse practitioner. She makes over $160,000 a year. What the blue hell does she have to come on here and lie and concoct shit to get money for? Make it make sense. And that's why she came out and checked that ass and told everybody, look, you don't have to send donations. We ain't begging. We ain't begging. But like I said, you have people that will come out here, lie and slander and say all of these things Meanwhile, they taking donations on their channels. Peep game now. Peep game now. See, you can't play this game with a real one. You started it. I'm going to finish it. I'm going to finish it. You started talking shit about me. You started talking shit about Gene Deal and people. What? And then you go on your channel and make it seem like, oh, well, it's they trying to come for me, y'all. No. You started it, and I have evidence of that. And I dare you to call me a liar because I'm going to post it. I'm going to post it. I dare you to call me a liar. See, I'm going to tell y'all something. All y'all can know this. I told y'all. She been talking shit, and I haven't said anything about it. The only thing I said to her was, I said, man, please stop. Just keep my name out your video. Stop talking about me. I don't even know you. I haven't said anything negative about you. I asked her that. If anybody in this channel remembers that, you can press 1 in the comment section. I did that maybe months ago when I asked her to please stop. Please stop attacking me. Like, I don't know you. I don't like going back and forth with no woman. But when a person act like this, and y'all wonder why a lot of these dudes don't be liking these ladies. Because the ones that be acting like her, and y'all wonder why they don't be coming out here defending? Because y'all all know who defends women on the internet more than myself. But you'll have this woman come out here and spread lies, defame people, talk down on people. But motherfucker ain't worried about her. Right? Think about what I'm saying to y'all now. But you'll come out just to do video content and slander people. Just for video content. You will slander people and lie on people's names. And that's exactly what she did to Gene Deal. She also said that Gene Deal is tattletale all over the internet because she said Diddy stopped paying him. What is she talking? Does she have proof of that? Nobody asked her, well, do you have evidence of any of these things you're saying? Do you have proof of any of these things that you're saying about Gene Deal? At all. Think about this. Think about what I'm saying to y'all. She said all these things about Big Gene. Do she have any evidence of what she said when she said that Big Gene started tattletelling all over the internet because Diddy stopped paying him? Do she have any evidence of that? Now, I'm just asking y'all this question. And y'all see in the comments, all the people that follow that foolishness is because they like that type of stuff, bro. On my channel, we speak out against negativity, right? We speak out against negativity, right? Think about what I'm saying to y'all. But when you have people like this that will come around just to cause confusion, lie, and say things just for a paycheck, I want y'all to really peep game. Peep game. Peep game. She go hard at all these black folks. Do she go as hard as Donald Trump? With all them allegations Trump got against him, Trump have lost and been found liable in a court of law. Right? Think about this now. Right? I'm showing y'all what the truth is. Peep game now. Right? So I'm going through my back channel. I'm gonna get Big Gene number. Watch. I'm gonna get his number. I already got the contact with the main big dog. So all I gotta do is hit that nigga, ride to this stream is over. Hey, give me Gene number, man. Boom. Hey, yo, ticket want your number. Oh, word? Okay, cool. Boom. Straight like that. I'm gonna call that nigga. Watch. I'm gonna call that nigga. Right? And this is what happens when you slander people and put things out and lies out on the internet. Right? People have a right to respond to you. And to the person say, I'm making you nervous. No, I ain't making you nervous. I'm telling the truth. That woman came on the internet and slandered a man's mother who lost her son at 18 years old. Bro, they've been out here slandering this family, bro. That family, all they asked for was answers, and people come out here, and I'm gonna tell you, this shows you the jealousy that's in black folks. Well, they'll come out here and they'll talk about donations and money people getting. Meanwhile, they taking donations on their channel, right? They always talking about, oh, I want justice for this, justice for that, and but then they talking about somebody else money hungry and grifting and shit like that. Well, why they ain't putting their videos on all on fundraising then when they talk about that shit? Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Right? Right? Peep game now. Peep what I'm telling y'all now. Peep what I'm telling y'all. I want y'all to understand what I'm saying to y'all. No, I got a line to Big G. Ain't worry about it. That ain't the line. I know Big G probably got another line. I'm gonna get that line. The main line. Yeah. All I gotta do is call the homie. I already got it. Oh man, listen, y'all don't even, if y'all only knew, y'all wouldn't do it. A lot of people on YouTube wouldn't say nothing. But like I said, it's easy to come on the internet and tell a lie and defame people. And then, like I said, she put basically secret society ties on Gene Deal. Talking about he's part of a fraternity or Masonic ties. And is working as a minion. Right? Now, alongside others. She implicated that he's working alongside. I've never had a personal conversation with Gene Deal, ever. I've never, ever called Gene Deal, had a personal, but I am now. I'm going to call that nigga now. I'm going to call that nigga now. Hey, go right there in the chat. Hey, go right there in the chat. Look at it. Yeah. Hey, I'm going to get your number, dog. I don't even put on it. I'm going to get your number, bro. I'm going to hit you, dog. And see, I'm going to tell you something. She'll make that lie. I've never had a personal conversation with Big Gene. I can get Big Gene number just like that. All I gotta do is make one phone call. We both got a mutual, mutual homie. I ain't gonna say no. I'm gonna tell you though, she came out here and slandered that man like that, bro. I'm standing on it, bro. Cause she deserved to get her ass sued and ran out of here for that shit she said. When she did that to Nolan Wells' parents, and think about this, y'all. Nolan Wells' mother and father, they lost an 18-year-old son. Dead, ain't never coming back. What person that say that she's a woman of God comes on the internet and calls themselves low down will come on the internet and slander that person's parents and accuse them of taking money and laughing all the way to the bank? Accuse them of laughing and the mama of being bro, I'm talking about some of the most demonic allegations you can put on a person, all for internet fame and YouTube clicks. Right? Because she can say whatever she want to say. Gene Deal had money before YouTube. I had money way before YouTube. Ticket was rich before YouTube. But see, that lady right there, what she did was, then you gonna lie and try to put him in on criminal activities? Man, ain't never been in no RICO. He's never been in no police casework, paperwork. Gene Deal have never been charged with any crime with Sean Diddy Combs. And you will call this nigga complicit? Hold on, I got you, dog. I got you, dog. Hey, Gene, I'm going to call a mutual friend of ours to let you know it's me that's calling, what number I'm calling from. Right? I'm gonna call a mutual friend. I got a big dog that's a mutual friend of ours. I'm going to call that nigga. Matter of fact, I'm going to hit that nigga as soon as I get off here. I'm going to tell that nigga. I'm going to tell, hey, tell Gene this is my number. That way you know what my number is, dog. Because, see, she lied, too. She talking about something we in cahoots. I ain't never talked to Big Gene about this situation. I've never talked to Big Gene about none of this situation. I'm going to talk to that nigga now about that shit, though. You'll come and lie on a nigga. And again, Big Gene was over here. I'm going to say it again. Big Gene was over here before all this YouTube shit popped off. I told y'all the first time I seen Gene was when that nigga was on the Nick Broomfield documentary. And that nigga was doing when he was looking at that lineup of them photos, and that nigga looked with that stone cold face, and that nigga said, yeah. He said, if it wasn't for Big's mother, I wouldn't be talking to none of you niggas. And that's when I knew that shit was real. I was like, yeah, that nigga standing on something, because the way he looked and said what he said from that day, and I got that DVD. That was the first day. So it wasn't even, so to say he on the internet, no. This ain't even start with YouTube. This been before YouTube. This been before YouTube. It's well reported why his breakup was. So for her to slander him openly and say the things that she said, that's an easy libel slander lawsuit. Easy. All them YouTube paychecks will be going right to that nigga. Gonna say that he stayed quiet and protected Diddy instead of protecting his victims. And he's just as guilty as Diddy and got blood on his hands. Was she there? See, I'm gonna tell you something. When you go to court, you will have to prove. See, this is what will happen. Big Jean sue her ass. This is what she'll have to do. She'll have to be deposed, y'all, under the penalty of perjury. You know what that means? That means that Jean's lawyer gets to question her under oath in a videotape deposition. And you know what that means? That means she's going to have to bring evidence of her claims. And guess what they're not going to accept? I think they said, because they said, what they said was, because see, this is what I heard. I heard through the grapevine that Big Jean, because they're going to say, no, where's the evidence that you have? Evidence. All right, I'm going to hit Jean. It's already done. I'm going to hit him now. But evidence. Where's the evidence that you have that you stated that Jean was in cahoots with Diddy? We need to see you present that evidence. Where's that? Because to say that is slander without any evidence. Why y'all think that Tasha K got sued by Cardi B and ran up out of here? Because she lied on Cardi B. Then when Cardi B asked her to present the evidence and she didn't have it, the judge awarded her all that money. Think about that. Right? So she's getting all this money off the internet each month for lying. I take all that cheese. I take every fucking check she got on the internet line. Every check she got from lying, all those views you got from defaming people's names and lying, I want that shit. And I told you, I have evidence she been slandering Big Jean, and she slandered me for no reason for months. I have all the evidence. She slandered me for months on her channel. Never said anything to this woman. Then she turned around today and make it seem like we're bullying up on her. No, you started it, ma'am. You've been running around here slandering people. You've been slandering Gene Deal a long time ago. All you gotta do is go look on your channel. You been did that. And I ain't say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing because you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know. But now, since you want to play and lie to people, and this is all what they want to do. You have a whole group of these ladies who, instead of coming out here and just reporting fact, they want to be the next Tasha K. They want to blow up. So they'll come on the internet and lie and make it seem like they're insiders. They have no inside information on shit. They don't have no contact, no inside information. Don't nobody know these people at all. All she do is come say word on the street is, and it will slander you. Think about this. Straight up, I pay a lawyer $5,000, take her ass to court, and get all her shit. Gene say she ain't got. I had to stand. Hey, Gene, I had to stand on it, man. I got tired. When I seen what she did today, dog. I had to stand on it, man. She a stone cold liar, bro. And she trying to play the victim now like somebody came and started when she been making videos slandering niggas. She got videos slandering Big Gene from all the way back throughout the whole Diddy trial. And then now she want to make it seem like somebody coming for. No, you lied. And ask her, y'all, what is that picture on your avatar? You stay trying to put the devil on somebody else, low down. What is that picture on your avatar? You stay trying to, you talk about Gene Deal is a part of, what she said, y'all? She said today that secret society, she tried to put secret society ties on him, and he's a part of some type of Masonic ties, and he's working as a minion and coordinated attacks. This is all the shit she said today in that video. Think about what I'm putting out here to y'all. And I'm saying this for y'all. People got to understand on YouTube there's a difference between a liar and a person who tells the truth, bro. You cannot come on here and say things without some type of factual evidence. Show some type of source evidence that you're presenting. Whenever I come on the internet, y'all know I bring source evidence. I bring files. I bring paperwork. I don't just come on here and say, hey, man, this is what I heard in the street, man. I don't do that shit. I literally come on here and bring y'all files and paper. It don't, regardless of who you like or don't like, I bring you the paperwork. I'm telling y'all this. They all want to be Tasha K, but they don't want to deal with them Tasha K repercussions. I'm telling y'all. Right? So they think, oh, because I ain't no multi-millionaire. Nah, you got a couple G's that you making every month on that YouTube. I'm gonna get that. Because see, even if they can get you in court for 300, 400,000, that's gonna hurt you bad for slandering somebody. And we had the evidence, man. You've been on YouTube. Like I said, I've got videos to where I was talking about that whole Ashley Janae situation, and I was saying, hey, look, y'all, you can't accuse a man of a crime without evidence. I know everybody want to think because he white and he look a certain way that he killed that girl, but you cannot do it unless you have evidence. And then once he came out with evidence of the things he was saying, now remember, this whole time you had a whole bunch of women and people, black folks on YouTube that was slandering him, saying he was guilty, all this other stuff. He could have came out and sued all their asses. Right? Then when he put out his evidence, what they say, oh, it's fake, it's AI. Bro, if he would have did that shit, the feds would have instantly came and got him. You don't think the feds can find out this shit? They just didn't like the answer they got. So what did she do? She started slandering me, talking about some, oh, ticket over here. And the one, I'm like, hold on, why you start talking about me? I ain't saying nothing about you. I don't even know you. Please leave me alone. Well, when she did that shit to Nolan Wells' mom, that was when that would set me off, bro. Because I work around youth, violence prevention. I know Big Gene say that he kind of worked around that same type of atmosphere, right? And when you work around these youth, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. And you truly help these young people make better decisions in life. And you see the parents lose their child the way that the Wells family lost their son. And looking for answers, and they got to deal with this shit in front of the whole world. That woman ain't had to never be in that position. Lowdown has never been in a position where she lost an 18-year-old son, and she had to come on it in front of the whole world and ask to help for justice. She's never been in that position. So she can't talk about nobody and what they supposed to be. It's easy to talk that shit from the sidelines when you ain't never been on the field. Period. It's easy to do that. Right? But you'll come out here and put out lies and say all these things. Y'all see Big Gene? Yeah, I hope he stir fry her ass. Because she deserved to get it. She have been running around here doing this for too long, man. And people need to speak out against this stuff. These type of people should have no platform to say the shit that they say. When you come out here, you should have to be able to say facts. And if you don't have nothing that can prove them facts, you need to sit down and shut up. To say that man's mama was stealing money all the way to the bank, bro, you can't control what black folks do with their money. If black folks want to support that family, they're going to support that family. But they making it seem like people is bums. They ain't got, they needed the money. They grifting all this other shit. That woman got a damn good job. That woman making damn near $170,000 a year by herself. And people will say this. Then they start trying to attack your nationality, your race. Everything except for the important aspect of that woman lost a son. and all she want is answers. Think about this. She married to a black man. Lowdown will criticize a woman that's married to a black man for over a decade and got 6 kids with that same man. Can Lowdown say the same thing? Have Lowdown ever been with a man more than 10 years? The same man. The same man. I want y'all to think about this. And this is why it's jealousy that comes in. You can tell it's jealousy. A lot of these people don't have these type of relationships y'all see with the Wells family got. Right? Wells Walmsley, the Walmsley family, right? You don't see it. You don't see a woman with her man the whole time and they got all their kids together and still together. It's rarely you see that nowadays. If it's 6 kids, man, right now it's a 70% chance that all 6 kids ain't from the same daddy. And so because these people want to surmise their negativity on somebody else, they'll say, oh, they can't all be his. Think about what I'm saying to y'all. That's why I told y'all that woman can never put a devil on me because I'm blessed by God. She can never put a devil on. You can't never put a devil on what's blessed by God. Right? You can never destroy God's work. Nothing that you form and build up against me can ever prosper. And somebody asked her, what is that on your avatar? Is that a dragon eye? What is that? Because you always talking about somebody else with signs and demonic. See, I don't even get into all that stuff, y'all. I don't get into that stuff. But some of these people come on the internet, they want to get deep into this, what they call it, y'all, witchcraft type of stuff. I don't get into that stuff. But peep how these people do. Try to act like they studying everybody. I'm studying emotions, y'all. I'm doing this, y'all. I'm doing that, y'all. I see this, I'm seeing that. Hold on, what are you into? See, let me tell you something. When you into God, you ain't got time to be into the devil. You see what I'm saying? Think about what I just said to y'all, right? Sad situation in the world we live in, man. Very sad. And I'm disappointed that people will go along with these lies on the internet, right? People can just come on the internet, say anything, and everybody will go with it. And they distract y'all from what's important. Right? Think about what I just said. That woman can't present no contract that say that Diddy didn't want to pay Gene Deal no more. And that's why Gene Deal got mad. She can't present no contract that say that. But she'll come on the internet and say, yeah, that nigga Gene, he mad because, Diddy, what I'm saying, them checks stopped coming. And then why are you talking about tattletale? Aren't you a person that's supposed to be for what's right? But on her channel, she always talking about somebody snitching, talk about something in a trap, because see, I'm tell y'all something, because see this in the trap right here, the snitching and all that. Huh? What? A damn near 60-year-old lady on the internet talking like that. Make it make sense. But once again, when you call your YouTube name Low Down, what am I to expect? It is not good to slander people and then try to make it seem like somebody else started with you when you start talking about that person before this person ever even mentioned you. And I have 1,000% evidence. Like, share, subscribe, y'all. I'm sad I wasted this much time, but it needed to be said, man, because y'all go along with a lie. Y'all will go, the internet, I'm gonna say this again, the internet will go with a lie before they look at the truth. It's sad, bro. She got a whole comment section full of people willing to go along with lies. And that's how a few of these ladies are doing on the internet. They're going out here putting out lies, thinking they can be the next Tasha K. Thinking they can come up fast by just saying anything. Just come on the internet and say anything. I ain't really got that much money, so they ain't come out. Let me just say anything and blow up. And this is what you see them doing. It's that sad. right? Imagine somebody damn near old enough to be a grandmother talking like that on the internet, right? Always talking about somebody else's family. Where her family at? Where her happily ever after family at? I ain't see no ring. Why ain't no nigga put a ring on it? But you demonizing and talking about Nolan Wells' mama and what she is and ain't doing. Boy, I tell y'all, the jealousy is real. The hatred is real. I'm telling y'all this. Y'all stay blessed, man. Stay away from that foolishness, man. Like, share, subscribe.